the favorite opponent for fighters in the 154-pound or any other weight class. And Alex Bunema, who labors to make the 154-pound weight limit, but does it with style and class every time, looks to be in terrific shape, Lennox.
He looks in great shape, and he's got long arms as well. And I noticed Martinez was moving to his right, and I think that would be a mistake because he's moving on to his right hand. That's a powerful hand for Bunema.
Within the past year, Bunema has scored thrilling knockout victories over both Roman Carmison and Walter Matisse to raise his career to a higher level after having been in against some of the toughest guys in the division, and at one point moving up to fight Jermaine Taylor at 160 pounds when Taylor was on his way toward the title showdowns with Bernard Hopkins that made him the middleweight champion.
Early in Bunema's career, facing the likes of J.C. Candello and Tony Marshall, Michael Lerma, Kasim Uma, Bronco, I mean, the list goes on and on, Bronco McCart. He won about as much as he lost, and recently in 2 fights that he could have lost, 2 fights where he was not the clear favorite against Carmison and Matisse, he was able to win, so maybe he's figured something out.
Indeed, in some divisional rankings, the #1 ranked fighter in the division is Verno Phillips. If you keep him there after Vernon Forrest's comeback win over Sergio Mora. And Bunema's career is not that different from Verno Phillips in character.
Faced and beat Verno Phillips earlier in his career.
Martinez has really established himself throwing his jab, and this is what you need to do. You need to be first. If you really want to win this fight, you got to be first. Establish that jab and start piling up the points.
Oh, we talked about Bunema's career. Sergio Martinez has 27 consecutive victories, 7 by knockouts in the last 8.5 years, since the only loss of his career, February 19, 2000, on the undercard of the first Eric Morales versus Marco Antonio Barrera fight against a then little-known Mexican welterweight named Antonio Margarito.
You know, I said Verno Phillips. I quickly glanced at Bunema's record. I don't see Phillips' name. I must be thinking of Vince Phillips, who he fought and beat.
Different kind of fighter.
Yes, sorry, Verno.
Bunema needs to really pick it up a little bit because he's really giving this first round away. He's not really doing anything. And maybe he's the kind of boxer that gets off to a slow start, but needs to get it together right now.
Well, the point is that Bunema has fought everyone you can think of just about, with the exception of Verno Phillips. So he's not going to see a whole lot new here. And this is a new level for Martinez.
Lennox Lewis told you that Martinez established his jab and with it appeared to win round 1 over Alex Bunema.
Siéntese, siéntese, no sea problema.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Muy bien, Martínez.
Very nice, Martinez. Very nice. That's the way we have to work, at the distance. That's the way to do it. This guy can't even catch you in the bathroom in my home. That's 1 by 1. Can't even catch you there. You got to touch him and move. Touch him and move. Touch him and move, and little by little, you're going to hurt him. Little by little, you'll hurt him.
Move forward behind your jab. Okay, you got it?
It's all yours, man. All right. Watch your head also, dude. Don't get cut with it. Okay, that's good.
All right, that's it, David. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just move the head a little more, work behind the jab. Okay?
CompuBox numbers in round 1. Martinez 9 out of 45 and Bunema only 3 out of 30. Bunema didn't land the punch in the first minute and 50 seconds by CompuBox count, so a little bit of a slow start, as Lennox pointed out. But he lost the first couple of rounds to Roman Carmison last year in Madison Square Garden before coming down the stretch tactically and intelligently to start landing hard punches against Carmison, and he knocked him out in the 10th round. So you can't rule Bunema out because of a relatively slow round 1.
See from Sergio Martinez, who started boxing late in life by boxing standards, nearly 20 years old when he picked the sport up, is he's a fantastic athlete. He's a natural athlete, Martinez. And, you know, natural athleticism plus slick southpaw style, it's tough to beat.
He had the good feet of a soccer player and the stamina of a bicyclist to bring into the sport of boxing. But still, Lennox, to take it up at 20 and develop superior technique is not easy to do.
Unbelievable. A lot of people would say he's a late starter, but a lot of late starters can't really get it together, and some people actually pick it up naturally, and Martinez was able to pick it up naturally, and he wants to get better. This is what makes him a great fighter.
It was actually one of his soccer coaches who suggested that he should try boxing training to further enhance his stamina, and he says that within the first month in the gym he realized, this is my sport. Hard right hand by Bunema.
The only loss on his record to a then unknown fighter out of Mexico, Antonio Margarito. And otherwise, in 40-plus fights, Martinez has never lost.
Martinez was knocked out in 7 rounds by Margarito, though he was favored in the fight. At that point, of course, Margarito had 4 losses on his record, and nobody really valued him for what he would ultimately turn out to be. So you see Bunema is starting to try to set Martinez up for straight right hands, the basic staple for the conventional fighter against a southpaw.
Yes, but one of the things he's doing, he's not really setting it up with a jab. He's not giving Martinez anything to worry about. That's why Martinez is able to go about his work quite naturally. You know, he's having fun in there. He's not getting hit. He's being relaxed, and this is the way he likes to fight. Benitez needs to give him a lot more pressure and let him think about a lot more things.
Good jab by Martinez, followed up the straight left hand. Martinez fighting arrogantly now with his hands at his waist. You might see more of that later on this evening from Yuriorkis Gamboa in the 3rd fight on the card.
About 8 years ago, Bunema faced Kasim Uma, also a slick, busy fighter, and was stopped in 5 rounds.
Also a southpaw.
10 segundos, 10 seconds, stop at the bell, paren la campana. Paren la campana, stop at the bell, gentlemen.
Right now, Sergio Martinez just believes that he's so quick that there's nothing Alex Bunema can do with him.
Muy bien, papá.
Usain Bolt pocketed 3 gold medals in Beijing and is the fastest man in history. Bryant Gumbel catches up with the Jamaican superstar in his hometown outside Montego Bay on the next Real Sports, October 21. October 26, the return of our Emmy Award-winning series 24/7. This time our cameras will be following Joe Calzaghe and Roy Jones as they prepare for their showdown next month in the ring.
When you land a big right hand like that, come back with a left hook, okay? And get inside and work that body again. Doing good, okay? Need a little more punches, though. Pick it up a little bit, okay? Hey. Start applying more pressure.
Yeah, give him some. Y baja la mano. Si te sentís cómodo, le baja la mano, okay?
If you feel comfortable, bring your head down.
Interpreting in Martinez's corner is the excellent Jerry Olaya. Billy Summerall, the trainer in Alex Bunema's corner, is nothing if not calm as he shows not a great deal of urgency, asking his fighter to throw more punches. By CompuBox count, Bunema only threw 24 punches in the 2nd round and landed only 3. So he's off to an exceptionally slow start in the first couple of rounds against the very fast Sergio Martinez.
Who opened this round with a beautiful double jab and throws that left hand nice and straight, Martinez does.
He's not only feeling good, but he's looking good at this point.
Showboating. Popping the jab at will.
There's great snap behind that jab. This is the kind of jab you need. The only problem is when he's throwing out that jab, that left hand is dropping a bit low away from his chin to protect it, so he has to be careful of that.
Right now, Alex Bunema is experiencing failure to launch. He's being beaten to the punch by a quicker fighter.
He's being outclassed so far, which is saying a lot for Martinez.
It's very surprising.
And it's interesting, you know, I failed to see a game plan by Bunema.
Well, the game plan may have gone out the window with the blinding show of speed early on from Martinez.
The winner of this fight, I really have contempt for these silly sanctioning bodies, but the winner of this fight is a sanctioning body mandatory for Vernon Forrest.
Hard left hand puts Bunema on his back. And you had to know that that might be coming after a while if Bunema couldn't find a way to solve the growing puzzle of Martinez's quickness, his arrogance, his brilliant style. What a show by Sergio Martinez. And finally, Bunema lashes back out with a straight right hand. Bunema's got to give Martinez something to think about, and that's going to take some effort.
Well, He needs to. He needs to right now get on his feet and start moving around and throwing some more jabs to even keep Martinez away from him. Realizing that Martinez wants to knock him out, he should be setting him up, trying to set him up with that right hand, make Martinez come into that right hand.
The point about Vernon Forrest is that given his the problems he has with his left arm and the fact that he's not the fighter he once was, if you were Vernon Forrest watching Martinez or Vernon Forrest's handlers, would you want to fight Martinez? Should he go on to win this fight? He has a comfortable lead right now. The answer is no, but Martinez is putting on the kind of performance so far that can create some real demand.
Well, I mean, obviously Martinez is hyped up to be on HBO's Boxing After Dark and get some exposure, give people a chance to see him, to develop the kind of market power he needs to fight bigger name fighters like Vernon Forrest. That's what he's looking for, and he plays to the crowd.
He's doing it so far.
When he's coming in at you, let that right hand go. Step in and let the right hand go when he's coming in at you, okay?
Okay.
Okay? Just let that right hand go when he's coming in at you, okay? Just keep...
Él está esperando que vos vayas a buscarlo.
He's waiting for you to go to him.
¿Estás jodido?
He's messed up. He's messed up. Champ. Sergio, listen. He's messed up. But he's waiting for you to come in because that's what he's looking for. He's looking for that, Martinez. Understand? Relax, relax. Relax. Let him build it up, build it up. He's falling on by himself.
And here we're going to see the knockdown. And here comes the jab, right hand. And it's actually the left hand. Came back with a left hand that knocked him straight down. And Bunema had no feet behind him. He was caught square-footed.
That was a brilliant round for Sergio Martinez. 28 out of 68 by CompuBox count, including 19 of 28 power connects. Harold, how do you have it so far?
Okay, Jim, 3 rounds to nothing, 30-26, Sergio Martinez. You know, Jim, he won that 3rd round so big, I wouldn't argue with any judge that called it 10-7 instead of 10-8. I mean, he deserves that 1 extra point to score in a knockout, but he really won that round very, very big. Sergio Martinez looks like a guy that grew up watching Roy Jones. I like that shoulder shake. Really something else. He's very, very quick. Winning this fight big. 3-0, Martinez.
And some of that Jones-like electricity that he's showing is not just the fabulous boxing exhibition, but he's punching with power, Jim, and that kind of excitement that he creates against a sturdy-chinned guy like Bunema, to knock him down with that straight left hand and clearly rattle him with other punches. That's the kind of performance, even though Martinez is 33, he's a fresh, young 33. That's the kind of performance that's really a star-making turn.
Also, Max, accuracy and power he's using as well. All those things play a great role in winning this fight.
And here's what it has me thinking. Vernon Forrest is one thing, but how about a rematch with Antonio Margarito? Look at the size, the strength, and the speed of Martinez. The southpaw stance, a fight with Margarito might be very interesting.
I'm surprised that he isn't calling for that fight, because if I would have lost in my first couple of fights, I would have went back to try and fight the person that beat me.
Maybe not if it was Antonio Margarito.
Yeah. But he acknowledged yesterday, he said, look, it's always in the back of my mind. I don't think it should be my definition. I don't think about it all the time. But yeah, it's always in the back of my mind.
Well, certainly, you know, at the time he lost to a no-name, Martinez did. And that guy's not a no-name anymore.
Oh, no.
You can understand, too, where Vernon Forrest has paid his dues in this game and is looking for big money fights against big-name opponents, is not looking to fight every young, hungry, or younger, hungry fighter like Sergio Martinez. But when you start looking around at junior middleweight, based on what we're seeing so far tonight, how many guys would you favor over Martinez at this moment? Of course, that moment can change if Bunema lands something heavy, but...
Well, the top 10 list in the junior middleweight division features names like Verno Phillips, Daniel Santos, Joaquim Alcine, Sergey Zindrazak, Joel Julio, Corey Spinks, Sergio Mora. They're good fighters, and in Zindrazak's case, he's unbeaten and getting ready to fight Joel Julio over in Europe. But how many of them are a step up in class for Martinez at this point? He's looking for bigger, better competition.
Looking spectacular.
I'll tell you, Martinez threw a jab, and Bunema didn't even see it coming. It was so fast.
This is a brilliant performance so far, and maybe Bunema will find a way to solve it. But so far, This is a stunning sort of big audience debut for Sergio Martinez.
Muy bien, Martínez.
Very nice, very nice, Martinez. Very nice. Good. Good. Keep working like that, just like that. Keep working like that. And touch him more with the left. Touch him more with the left. With pop it, all right? Press him when you catch him. You gotta put that left hand right behind it. On the inside, throw it, okay? Go in it, Sergio.
And here we see Martinez throwing some jabs, which Bunema has no answer for. Continually.
CompuBox numbers on power shots through round 4. Martinez 43 out of 96. Bunema 7 out of 46. A wipeout for Sergio Martinez.
I'm a sucker for a slick southpaw, especially one with some punching power and some real hand speed. But he's also mobile, Martinez. Good-looking guy, does some modeling. He has some star potential from what I've seen so far tonight.
Grew up in Argentina, has lived the last 7 years in Spain, now planning, he says, to move full-time to Port Hueneme, California, above Oxnard, where he's been training most recently. A full-time American base will give him a greater chance at doing the kind of business he wants to do in the sport. He's a little like Joe Calzaghe in the sense that the dossier of 44 wins is marked by a lot of names that Americans don't recognize. But this kind of talent is unmistakable.
I've seen tape on Martinez in the past, and I've never seen him quite look like this against an opponent like Bunema. He hasn't been in with a guy, at least with a name recognition of Bunema in this country, but this is really a coming-out party.
Bunema thought maybe he was going to have a chance to outclass a guy who hadn't been in against the same kind of opposition. So far, it's been the other way around. Hard left hand by Martinez. Bunema still looking for answers, and still probably Lennox not throwing enough.
Yeah, he's not throwing enough. I mean, if he really wants to win this fight, he needs to do something very drastic, and what he's doing now isn't drastic enough.
We have Angulo coming up a little bit later on tonight.
Two good jabs from Bunema.
Angulo's a guy also linked to Margarito, made his bones sparring with Margarito over the last 3 years. He's undefeated. He's a terrific puncher and a terrific fighter. But they're not looking to put Angulo in with a guy who moves around. And Martinez here is clearly not only highly mobile, but explosive as a puncher, as a boxer. Tremendous performance.
And you know what he does really well when he has Bunema against the ropes? He starts throwing more punches, which is great because he understands that there's nowhere for Bunema to go, and this is where he can get his points in.
He's just so fast. You know, every time Bunema throws a punch, he risks the counter. And Martinez has been fast and stiff. Hard pops with his counter punches. And when he wants to start things off, he gets his jab going before Bunema gets a chance to unleash.
Stop at the bell. Pone la campana.
Meanwhile, coming up in the next fight, Alfredo Angulo from Mexicali, Mexico. 2004 Olympic star for Mexico. Another fighter with tremendous confidence in himself. How much confidence? Well, you heard Max Kellerman mention his time in the gym sparring with Antonio Margarito. Yesterday, Angulo had the nerve to say to us, the last time I sparred with Margarito, El Perro up here, and he held his hands above his head. Margarito down here, and he held his hand around his chest. And yesterday, here at the casino, there was a long line of autograph seekers lining up in front of Angulo, thinking that they were about to get an autograph from Antonio Margarito.
They might be getting an autograph from a guy who one day beats Margarito if and when they ever fight at 154 pounds.
Antonio Margarito fights, of course, at 147. But when you look at him in the ring, you wonder, how did he make 147? it certainly would not be a problem in the eyes of most for him to move up and fight at 154. He's done it before, but not with the same spectacular results as he gets in the welterweight class. 2 difficult fights with Daniel Santos at 154 for Margarito. Fights he would rather forget than remember.
Take your hand out, Alex. Get your hand.
So far in the fight, Alex Bunema is averaging, by CompuBox count, 3 landed punches per round. He's gotten a little better in the last couple of rounds, probably realizing that if he doesn't get started soon, it isn't going to happen. Round 6 of a scheduled 12.
See, Martinez, unlike a lot of slick southpaws, is not defensively oriented. He's looking to land punches. He's not, in boxing parlance, a scary fighter, which means he's actually scared of his opponent in every last punch. And so occasionally he is going to be clipped because he's looking to do damage.
He's got Bunema in trouble again with a series of hard head shots and goes to the body effectively there. Bunema was trying to protect his head. Martinez popped him right in the middle of the belly. Mixing his punches well, Lennox.
He's mixing his punches well, and he's doing the right thing because he's showing him different angles while he's punching. He's throwing them high, he's throwing them low. So Bunema doesn't know what to expect, doesn't know what to prepare for, because Martinez throws a different array of punches. He'll throw left, right, left, back again, different combinations, and giving him a lot of problems.
And if Bunema's waiting for some kind of a drop-off, one look at Martinez's body tells you there isn't likely to be any fade.
Nor his record of 43 wins, a loss and a draw. The loss against Margarito, 23 knockouts. So he's gone the distance a bunch of times and has over exactly 45 professional fights.
He's looking for his 28th consecutive win. 17 of the preceding 27 wins by knockout since the loss to Margarito, February 19, 2000. Bunema coming off the knockout wins within the past year against Karmazin and Matisse, named fighters. Neither of them had anywhere near the speed of Sergio Martinez. Blindingly fast for a 154-pound fighter. I filtered through my memory trying to think of who I've seen at 154 who was in the same speed category with Sergio Martinez. Oscar De La Hoya and Shane Mosley at their peaks. Not now, at their peaks.
Yes, segundos, 10 seconds. Stop at the bell. Pare la campana. Pare la campana. Stop at the bell.
Another clinic round for Sergio Martinez, who again strolls around the ring and plays to the crowd.
That's it, that's it. Change up the rhythm, change up the rhythm. He's going down, he's going down. He can't resist so many punches. He can't resist. Keep changing up the pace. You see how he came in? You see how it took effect? But careful.
Right hand go and start trading with this fucker.
Going into the 7th round, you gotta start fighting. This is your fucking ring, not his. You understand that?
I got you.
He's not your boss, Alex, but he looks like he's your boss. You need to go out there and show him who's boss and lead with your right hand. He's standing right there.
And Martinez throwing that double jab, left hand, and they're coming so straight. Bunema has no answer to these punches.
Martinez landed 32 punches in the last round by CompuBox count. That's his high connected number for the fight. The level of urgency has gone way up now in Bunema's corner, where finally a manager crept in along with the trainer to say, look, you've got to change things in a hurry. Bunema only with 5 connected punches in the round. Harold, how do you have it halfway through?
I think, Jim, 6-0, 60-53, Sergio Martinez. Jim, what makes this more amazing is when you get a boxer and he's in a small 18-foot ring and he can do what this guy's doing. I mean, you know, this is not a big ring where he's got a whole lot of room to run. Sergio Martinez takes him in the middle of the ring and outboxes him beautifully, just like he's doing right here. Alex Bunema is swelling around both eyes, looking terribly busted up. What gets me about this fight is Bunema, you know, he reacts to every feint. Whenever Martinez feints, he just stops. 6-0, Sergio Martinez.
Bunema landed one right hand after the urgent instruction in the ring, or in the corner, to lead with the right hand. But that, of course, as I mentioned at the beginning of the fight, is the standard tactic for a conventional fighter against a southpaw. But Martinez is no conventional southpaw. Now Bunema comes back with two right hands, trying to assert himself and do something in the fight. Getting popped with the jab again. Lennox, what about the hands held so low for Martinez?
Well, you know, when I'm looking at the hands held so low, he knows what he's doing. It doesn't stay there for long, but he feels very comfortable right now, so he's able to do it. The only one thing that I'm worried about is Bunema's right hand, and that could change things if he's able to catch Martinez.
Curse of the gifted, Jim. He's fast enough to get away with it. Martinez is, so he does it. It would be better if he kept his right hand up.
Another stunning combination of punches. And I got to tell you, referee Raul Cais has to be thinking, how much longer can Bunema take that kind of punishment?
And Bunema elected to hold there because he was receiving a lot of punishment.
Look at that. It all starts with that crisp jab.
Fight back, Alex. Show me something.
Referee is saying to fight back to Bunema because he's looking at him and thinking about maybe stopping it unless he fights back.
Well, Harold made a good point. Tremendous swelling around both of Bunema's eyes. There's another blistering jab. These are not love taps, these jabs. These are hard pops.
He's distinguishing himself here, Martinez. We've seen southpaws on HBO in recent years with upsets and near upsets. Luis Collazo against Ricky Hatton, nearly an upset. Carlos Quintana beat Paul Williams, beat Joel Julio. But, and it's easy to kind of categorize people, these fighters, junior middleweight, welterweight range. Oh, look at these shots.
Yeah, I think that Cais is seconds away. If Martinez drives Bunema into the ropes with another hard 3 or 4 punch combination, you might see a stoppage. Cais was very close to raising his arms there at the end.
And I think he's stepping in the corner to have a close look at Bunema.
All right, Alex.
Now look at me, look at me. Get your hand out of the way. Look at me. All my things with your eyes. You okay? Yeah, I'm good. Head blows there. You okay to go? Good. All right. Time in.
All right, Alex, you got to show something this round. Come on, okay? You hit him with a good right hand, and there, just press forward and let your hands go to war, okay? That's all you got to do. Come on, keep your hands up, though. When you're moving backwards, you have your hands up.
Alex, move your head to the left and throw everything you got with that right hand. He's right there. You're waiting for him to come in, and then you're chasing.
Okay. All
right. Okay. Hit him with the right hand.
This is it, Alex. This is it.
I got you.
All right. Come on, baby. Come on. Dig deep and let it go. Yeah. Come on. Dig deep and let it go. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't need to see how tough you are. I need to see how good you are. Okay? See that again, it's over. Come on.
Lennox, you've never been in that position, but speculate for me. He hears what the corner is saying to him. What's going through his mind?
Well, he wants to be successful in what he wants to be able to go out there and do it. Whether his body can do it, whether his mind can tell his body to do it is the question, but I don't think so. Right now he's thinking of a way to get rid of Martinez, and what his trainer said in the corner was right. He has to throw that right hand to try and land on Martinez's chin.
That was great corner work, guys. They said everything right. Number one, you got to just turn this into a slugfest with Martinez because you're never going to win trying to box him. And number two, they didn't just say go out and get wild. They told him how to do it. Throw the right hand. Turn it into a brawl, set him up for the right hand. Their general advice was good, and their specific information was good, too.
And he's trying it, but the body isn't there to do it. He's simply physically overmatched in the ring. Unless Martinez makes some significant mistake here, it isn't going to happen. He has thoroughly dominated Alex Bunema from the opening bell, and he's done it on merit. It's a problem of style, speed, skill, all areas.
I began to say last round, comparing Martinez to Collazo and Quintana, two good southpaws we've seen score upsets and near upsets on HBO. The difference is he does it with a little more electric stuff, more punching power, more athleticism.
Much stronger.
And I think as a result has distinguished himself among that pack tonight. He's not just another good-schooled, slick southpaw.
Bunema has landed one right hand in this round.
And you know, Bunema wants to throw the right hand. He wants to hit Martinez. But can he, is the question, and he can't.
When should the corner throw in the towel, Lennox? They don't want their fighter to get badly hurt.
No, I mean, he's not being hurt. He's if you hear him in the corner, he seems pretty, he seems okay, he seems alert. But as far as getting and throwing the punches, this is what he's not doing. It's like his mindset, you know, he wants to do it, but something in his mind's turned it off.
What about the level of discouragement that goes with being this kind of dominated? He's not ready to end his career. He wants to 154-pound weight class. How many rounds do you allow him to be so dominated?
Well, if I was in his corner, I would tell him to do something in this round. If I don't see it, then I'm taking him out of the fight.
The corner's in a very tough position because Bunema can punch, and he's rugged, and he has heart. So there's always that chance he lands something heavy, especially against a guy who carries his hands low.
And fights have ended that way. You know, it's been one-sided throughout the whole fight, and then it only takes one punch to divert history. And there you see Bunema in trouble right now.
I know what you're talking about. I watched Mickey Ward knock out Alfonso Sanchez with one left hand to the body after being thoroughly ripped for 8 rounds. So it has happened.
I agree with Lennox right here. One more round at most, or else you stop it right now.
I know. Hang on. You all right, Alex?
I'm fine.
Huh?
Hey, this guy's tired too, Alex.
He's tired too, okay? Alex?
Yeah.
Okay?
This guy's tired too.
Talk to me.
You got to know that you can go, though.
Yeah, I can.
All right? There's more important things than this.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Sorry.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I would have given one more round, although the doctor went in there and gave him that finger move, and it seemed like he was okay, but he just stopped it.
I think his corner is beyond reproach. Bunema's corner behaved perfectly throughout this entire fight.
I believe it shouldn't have gone one round further, and they made the right call. A brilliant, stunning performance by Sergio Martinez. A statement to the rest of the 154-pound weight class. And indeed, everybody in that neighborhood. 147-pounders and 160-pounders as well.
The statement would be normally, don't fight me.
Let's take a look at the replay. And there you see Raul Caiz waving it off. So the referee ultimately makes the call with the help of a corner that understood that their fighters' well-being might be at stake. You heard one of the managers in the corner saying, there are more important things than this. Harold, your observation?
Jim, the doctor has the right to stop the fight in California. Raul Caiz called the doctor in at the end of the 8th round, and the doctor stopped the fight. So Raul Caiz waved his arms, the fight's over. But the doctor did stop it. Good call.
I'm going to say, given normally the statement made in a fight like this is, don't fight me. I'm a slick southpaw, I'm too athletic, too good. However, given Martinez's good looks, his kind of charisma in the way he fights, the excitement he creates, in fact, I think the statement was, you got a new guy at 154 pounds.
Big-time entertainment value. Big-time entertainment value provided by Sergio Martinez of Argentina and now living in California. Let's go to Jake Gutierrez for the official particulars on the knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the advice of the ringside physician, referee Raul Caiz Sr. stops this contest at the end of the 8th round. The winner, and now the WBC interim super welterweight champion, Sergio Maravilla Martinez.
Well, let's take a look at CompuBox numbers, which will be markedly one-sided in favor of Sergio Martinez, and will try to